Hello world, welcome back to Accelerate and welcome to Cruise Culture 2024.
Yeah, now this show just keeps getting bigger and better every single year. There's loads going on, especially for the kids, the adults and everyone in between.
That's right. Now before we get on with our live interview zone, we are going to take a look at some of the cars on show. We are doing things a bit different this year. The mistake we made last year was doing the walk around after the live interview zone, so most people had left.
Yep, no empty fields this time.
Yes, so we are starting off in the main show hall. Obviously we do get the companies and some of the greatest cars on display here. So
It's beautiful stuff.
yeah, we are going to have a walk around, and as you walk in, you're greeted with, now we actually saw this on the way down, and this thing stood out a mile away on the roadway.
The blue and white really works tonight.
Yeah, I was going to say the white wheels, and to keep them that clean, always have my respect.
418 brake.
Wow. One of the many things we love about cruise culture is every single year they do it bigger and better, and one of the main things they try to do is get more features for the whole family, and a new addition for 2024.
This is awesome.
It is.
Look at
Apex rooms, massive shot of Apex rooms. Look at these simulators. I mean, we're in the middle of a car show and you can drive.
And people are racing.
Yeah, legally, safely.
Yes.
So we highly recommend. And another thing, it's dog friendly. There are dogs everywhere.
Oh, don't show Bruce. Bruce is a man.
And next up, obviously, when we get a chance, we're going to go and see a TGR. Right, so we were just talking about Ben Mears S14. The thing that makes this beautiful, well, many things. Yes, that is 6 cylinders there. Ben does actually drift this thing. And it's changed a lot since the last time we saw it, because he's just told us it's got a ZF 8-speed box in it. Yeah, I thought that was mad as well. So with Ben's permission, what we're going to do, so the ZF 8-speed, we always compliment for being so smooth, but he said it has got the mechanical clunk of, oh wow. Yeah, I approve of that. That is mint. So you get the capabilities of the ZF with the feel of a sequential. That is crazy. And as you can see, there's not much left in here. You can't even call that a door anymore, let's be fair. So a few that we've seen on the channel before, we saw this at the Cars and Coffee, and like I've said, in case you don't know, that's
we seen that in Virginia, didn't we?
Yeah, I would have swore that's on here, so respect to whoever drives that around like that. And as this pulled in, interestingly, I mean, I don't blame you, genuinely thought, as he looked great, you thought this was an Atom. This is one of those exoskeleton,
Exo Rocket
I don't
Classic.
pretend like I know what I'm on about. Exo Rocket Classic, and they are fantastic engine. The ST engine seems to be a really common one for kit cars, and I know you absolutely hate them.
I was going to say, I don't know why.
Dude, honestly, the amount I've seen in kit cars.
I have, yeah. Now, obviously, due to the weight of the vehicle, that's probably going to work well in a Focus, like pants.
Yeah, in case you're, go back and watch a Ford Focus video, you know what we're on about.
Yeah, I really love them.
Moving on to the, what looks like the Mark 1 Golf section.
Yeah.
And I love with the Mark 1 Golfs, they always look, there's so much you can do with them. Now, I'm not familiar with this one, but that looks absolutely nuts. And the thing I love about VW guys, they always put so much effort into the wheels.
Yeah.
Absolutely insane.
So every single one are completely different, isn't it?
Yeah. Now, BBS were made for Volkswagens. Now, these, I always get these mixed up, but obviously this is Ori's, and this is Ori's dad. You'll know this one, because this one won an award last year, and this one didn't. But these things, father and son, is cool as heck. I've known Ori for a while, and the amount of effort he puts into the cars is insane. Oh, look at the foldy windows.
I've heard it is slow, though.
Oh, obviously,
right?
Yeah. There he is there, the happiest guy on the planet. And he's even upgraded and got the big boy toys today.
Yeah, in his special colour.
We obviously have a soft spot for TTs.
No, we don't.
Maybe not the Mark 1 anymore. But the Mark 2 you loved, obviously the RS you had, you loved.
Yep.
Love the detailing on this. We've got the carbon bonnet, and he's actually painted over the carbon, which takes a lot. I love the colour on the wheels, and that sits.
I was just saying, it literally sits on the floor.
Yeah, that is. On the floor. And the craziness continues. Mark 6, I think. I'm still learning with golfs.
I was just saying it's a Golf.
On air, surprisingly,
Yeah.
on the rotiforms. That colour is really unusual.
I'm not a wheel guy, and I knew that straight away they were rotiforms.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. Because wrapping has become so big over the last couple of years, the colours people are coming out with, like,
That's a Veloster, isn't it?
Yeah, well done, he's learning. And the thing that makes these so unique,
The rear door on the one side, which you taught me last time.
he does listen. So yeah, these are one of the very few production cars that are one door that side and 2 doors that side.
You say I would do listen, Jen, I wouldn't agree with you.
And that's probably why they would have flopped, because what's the benefit? Who knows?
It's just quirky, isn't it?
I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
And we got another, wow. So there's a mad little sort of flip on the colour on that.
Oh, dude, look at the steering wheel.
Whoa, there's so many, you look at that and be like, oh yeah, it's a nice Golf on there.
Yes.
The Stuttgart wheels, I absolutely, that looks so clean
That
on
wheel
there.
is
And as
class.
Kenny said, I have never seen a steering wheel like that. I love like the sort of Mark 1 tartan, which is obviously what it's based on. And the Mark 7 we now have a completely new appreciation for.
We do like these.
And carbon we've always loved. And then going the polar opposite, but staying on the VAG theme, it's rather not subtle.
I was going to say, it looks like Hulk. Oh, it is.
It is literally, yeah.
Dude, I honestly didn't see that then. Neons are definitely coming back.
Yes.
Underglow.
Definitely need to get some.
I've got some.
Another regular we always see at the show. This has got to be the cleanest A1. Yep, I was getting confused, the A1 and the A3.
Yeah, it's an A1 and A.
I love, that is the colour I want for the Civic colour wheels. That is done so well, and I saw the cleaner this morning, so respect. Oh my word. I have always said my dream car garage consists of about 3 million cars, but this would be one of the first.
Don't know why I said to you, we've seen this on the trailer on the way in.
Yeah.
Back in the day, they were mere. I was just like, I don't want one of them.
Yeah, it's nuts.
I'd love one these days.
And I imagine compared to modern cars, they wouldn't be great, but I would not care. I said, you always know a car's special when there's mirrors underneath. Ford guys got a thing for chrome and polished things.
You said 4 guys then, well, knock off to 5 guys like.
Guys gone one step further. Not only has it got mirrors underneath it, my God.
You can tell we're up in West Wales, someone's taking the wheels.
It's going to happen. And this one's obviously been to Cardiff because they've stolen all the wheels. So we featured a Mark 1 RS, and I've always loved them. They drive way better than I thought they would. So I said about Ford and Chrome. Right, so we're moving on to the Escorts, and I'm glad there's 2 here because I still get them mixed up. So all I'm going to say is there's a Mark 1 and a Mark 2 Escort here.
Yeah, probably.
That seems to be a very popular colour for the Escorts, and I do like, funny enough, I actually looked at getting those Sparker Wow 100 seats for mine. How do people get these cars so clean?
I don't know.
Moving on to Dean Dupps. This is one of his 3 cars he has here. We are meant to be featuring this on the live interview zone, and those just make me happy. The noise those things make. I'll do my best, guys. It is starting to get busy in here again. Now, this may be given away by the number plates, but yes, this is 2 and 3 of Dean Dupps cars.
Yes.
That you're probably going to be driving later. We have done a good walk around of both of these cars, so I'll keep it short and sweet for this, but that is a supercharger, that is a turbo. This is twin charged, and you saw it, 1100 horsepower. Okay. Sequential box, and this thing is absolutely immaculate. It deserves to be in this haul. Oof, completely different to what he usually gets.
This is a Mark 7 Fiesta with a twist.
Well, it was at one point in its life, there's not much left. That is, I believe he said a Fireblade engine.
CBR 1000, yeah, it's a Fireblade lamp.
You're the bike guy. And there is a supercharger stuck in there as well.
What lunatic? It's very high power, but obviously with the lightness of the car and the revs.
He said it still revs to like, what, 10,000 RPM, which in a Fiesta is absolutely crazy. But yeah, this thing is nuts, and I think this is the first time I'm seeing this.
Ah, nice, yeah.
That is nuts. This, cool. Again, underneath all this, somewhere, that is a Renault Clio, I believe, with a lot of carbon. Now, we are massive fans of carbon. Carbon just makes everything better. And, like we've said with a few other cars, when was the last time you saw one of these, this modified?
You don't, do you? You see these on track, mainly.
Yeah.
The purple really works, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
It's actually purple pink, so I thought it was black.
Oh, that looks beautiful. I got a thing with the fuses. I absolutely love that, and it looks like proper carbon as well. So,
that's wicked.
Now, this one caught my eye yesterday when we were setting up. I'm not much of a Volvo guy. I wish Ben was around here, but these were the statement of the touring car era. So this is like late 90s, I believe.
Just police car reminds me of.
Oh, and yeah.
Back in the day.
I like how that's where your mind went. Yeah. That's typical. And as we move around, as we said, the craziness continues. Yes, you would have seen this before. This is Dan Lawrence's S2000. I admire how clean this thing is and how much he drives it.
I was just going to say, considering it's battered on a track all the time, it's still in good neck and neck.
Unbelievable. And like I said, the carbon everywhere, the hard top just makes this thing unbelievable, and he rides like that all the time. This is Matt's flat out alloy. This is his Corvette. Now, I saw this when he picked it up, completely standard. It's now obviously got the cams, he's got the long tube headers, it's been cammed.
What is it, C6? C5?
I always get confused with these. Yeah, one of those.
Yeah,
we'll say one of those.
It's a Corvette.
And obviously, as he's the owner of Flat Out Alloys, you always know he's going to step it up with the alloys. I believe they're 11G on the rear, which is nuts. We heard this thing pulling in, the cam on it is exactly what you want from a V8. And to me, that's supercar presence.
It's mad how low they are, isn't it? Yeah. The wing levels, yeah.
And I just noticed to fit those wheels on. Look at those rear arches.
Oh, man. Nice.
Oh, wow. I absolutely adore these things. And once again, This looks like an M-Tech 2,
Yeah, sure.
so I'm going to nerd out a little bit. Now, when I was growing up, there was an E30 similar to this on the Alpina wheel. This is just so iconic, E30.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
It is beautiful.
You don't see them anymore either, do you?
No, and to see, as much as we love modified cars, to see one like this, that really
It's so clean, isn't it?
gives me the fizz.
I love it. The good thing about car shows, it's freebies. We
I
got lots of air fresheners. Our cars are going to smell less for ages. Well, you'll still smell damp, but...
Yeah, I don't think you'll ever get over that, unfortunately. So I've always said ultimate daily. When we win the lottery a couple of times, I will run these as a daily. Now this is such an interesting one. I know the work that's gone into this. This is Mr. 190E, as he's known on Instagram. This thing, he's always, usually with the wheels, always stepping up to make it look different.
Is this the one with the dogleg gearbox?
Yeah, I believe it is. But he's running a 230 compressor setup, so
nice.
it is supercharged.
Yeah, yeah.
And like I said, it's the attention to
lovely.
detail on this. I mean, as you can probably guess by the name, this is what he does, 190Es, and he does loads of supercharger conversions, so he knows what he's doing with these, basically.
Like I say, you see 190Es back in the day again.
Yeah.
What a car now.
I know, everyone loves them. I think someone's going to get some PTSD. Now, if you don't know what I'm on about, yeah, Kenny has recently sold his Mark 1 TT. And I think it emotionally wrecked you, financially wrecked you.
It really did. The car was good, but I can't. They give me the shivers these days.
This proves I still think they are good-looking cars. They were so revolutionary at the time. The styling on them was crazy. And when people modify them, whoa, this one you guys will definitely recognise. Good old Harry. We did feature this. We had nothing but problems with audio on that, but this is Sean's.
Yeah, this was an early one, wasn't it?
Yeah, Sean's genuine EK9. Does stir up some conversation because yes, that is a K20, not the fantastic B16B that usually comes in them. And if you want to know why, you can go back and watch the video. And this one we always point out, and I will always point it out because it is crazy. I love a Mark 1 Focus, as most people do. What I never would have thought to do is that is a V8, and yes, there are 2 turbos strapped to it, which is...
That's cool as hell.
Who thinks of this stuff?
Oh, isn't it?
350Zs are so popular and for good reason. They go sideways very well. They make good track cars. Well, according to everyone but Kenny. But Beck's
I never
one,
said they didn't make good track cars. I just didn't like mine.
that's very true. And they do go sideways lovely. Beck's one is, again, a fantastic example. I've seen the work she's put into this, and underneath, as you can see from the colouring, it is nuts. And I think one of the latest additions are the seats. It is a good example.
It is nice, clean in it.
And she's recently put on here, obviously with the Workmeisters. Beck, bravo. Now, I still find this amazing to see. We have driven that.
And we need to drive it again because it's a lot more power than it was.
It is. This is Adam's RX-7.
He's running away right now, look.
Yeah, there he is. Yeah, this is one of the best examples of an RX-7 we've seen. We get to drive a lot of cars. This thing really made an impression on us. The feeling that this gives you when you drive it.
Well, every time we see it, we put it on camera.
Yeah, and like I say, we will keep mentioning it. We are going to get it back on the channel because he's done a lot more work since we featured it. So coming from the amazing Accelerate interview zone there, another feature they've got new for 2024 is wide open throttle powers mobile dyno.
Yeah, which we have been on a few times today.
Yes, there will be a few videos going for that, so stay tuned for that. And as you can see, talk about a crowd puller. There's a diesel Golf that doesn't make much noise, but I mean, look at the crowd.
It makes lots of smoke.
It does.
Oh, hang on, I just want to point out, right over that section, I don't even know if we're going over there, is the monster truck which does the rides.
We need to because there's a cool truck over there.
Oh, let's go and check it out.
So the features continue. Another thing they've got, this was here last year as well, the mini trucks, or the movie trucks as they like to call them.
It's Optimus Prime.
I was going to say, that is class. I definitely recognise that one over there. That is amazing.
I want to go. I want to go. I really want to.
Let's get you on. I was paid to see
I was going to say, I want to get in there.
So one of the biggest features they had last year was definitely
Swamp Thing,
the monster truck. And again, they mixed it up a bit this year because we've got Red Dragon over there. And as you can see from the back, it's got loads of seats. These are actually a monster truck experience. I don't know if he's tearing out. He is not holding back.
I was going to say, look at the queue already.
Yeah, and again, as far as features go, it's to say, they know what they're doing to organise a good show. That is class. So one of the main features that makes this a family-friendly event is the fair. Always chaotic over here, in the good way. You got rides everywhere, you got funky fun.
See, for the kids, there's more adults on it.
Yeah, it is. As with any good show, they do have an amazing food court here, and I gotta say, if this was Smell-O-Vision, the smell of fresh donuts is making my stomach go.
I know, I'm starving. It's lunchtime as well.
It is lunchtime. And as you see behind you, I was going to say, did you see that truck? And I'm hoping you said no.
No, it's fine. Well, camouflage. I nearly walked into it.
It's obviously working. Another feature they've got for this year is the demonstration. It's only when you see things like that in person you really appreciate them.
Well, as I say, imagine that in the woods.
Yeah.
Well, you wouldn't see it in the woods, so you can't even imagine it.
Sticking with the army theme, I want to do a demonstration. You're not exactly a small guy.
Yes, I'll stand in front of it.
That is a big truck.
That is a big truck.
That is a big truck. Thanks to this lovely British weather, this has been delayed, but another feature they've got this year is the freestyle motocross in front of one of the main areas.
Yeah, the grandstand. And I just want to point out, sorry, the ramps, look at the distance I think they're going to be jumping.
That is quite scary, so that is another thing. Obviously a crowd drawer.
Yeah.
And we've got the grandstand up there, people waiting patiently. We've said it before, the amount of effort they put into these shows is...
I just remembered something else as well. What's underneath?
Oh,
yeah.
So this is actually one of the things I missed last year. Coming into the grandstand underneath the seating area.
RC drift cars.
That was going to be one of the coolest things.
Hang on, I got to clip that. Yay! I like that.
Oh my god. And I've had to go at similar RC cars to these. This, guys, is not easy. Trust me.
Drop in 3,
One of the craziest features of this year.
1,
Just about the show.
down the rolling, up the transition, whipping the frame around, catching nice, and rolling on.
One of the craziest features for this year. We've got the motocross across there.
So
Now we've got freestyle BMX.
It's insane, isn't it? Do you look at the crowds it draws as well, man? And fair play to these guys. These, obviously the grass is soaking wet. Rubber tyres.
That's a very good point. Right then, so next up we got sub 5. And these are the
Supercars. Well, that's why it's outside.
That's
why it's outside.
Touche. I was going to say this is perfect. You know Kenny, you'll know.
That's Jeff's. Yep.
Is it really?
Yeah.
You see hurricanes everywhere. That's why I love seeing it.
He's done loads to it already, and it's really looking apart. The carbon wing and everything.
I would personally take the Gallardo over the Huracan, so really good choice, man.
Yeah.
Moving on, I mean, even people that are not into cars will know that's a McLaren.
Yeah, the McLaren badge says so bad. No, but you're right. They are everywhere. As bad as it sounds, I'm not saying they're everywhere, but they are very popular at the moment, aren't they?
Like I said before, people seem to drive them a lot more than
Yeah,
like
they do.
People seem to have more trust in them.
Yeah.
Even though I've heard some horror stories.
I was just going to say,
like
yeah, reliability. GDS. Ah, man.
we've said it, Porsche quality is just unmatched.
I want to try the PDK box as well, because apparently that's such a good box. Yeah, it was good, yeah. But something smaller and lighter, you know? I've always said I'm not a big supercar guy, and I suppose questionable or as a supercar.
We've had this argument.
But I just choose that over a McLaren or something any day. Lewis Hamilton number. So obviously he drives for Mercedes.
I'm glad you're here, because I wouldn't have had a clue.
Nope. They're huge, isn't it? Surprised how big the front end is.
Moving on to, as much as I said I would take a Gallardo over the Huracan.
See one in a flash. Change your mind, haven't I?
Because I actually tried your box though.
I know.
I would think, wow, what
I
a
love
car.
it. I absolutely love it. Say one day. The thing is, and we did have a couple of comments from people saying, "Oh, go and drive one first." But I owned one.
Yeah.
So we've both driven them, not for 10 minutes, do you mean? So yeah, we do know what we're talking about.
In this colour, we're having a spec.
Yay!
Phil would be really happy with this. The 370 Nismo has made it into the supercar
Say,
paddock.
how the hell did I get that? I'm just joking. We do like the 370, they are awesome. Especially the Nismo.
50s.
Yeah, different car, completely different car.
Wow, this is controversial. I know we got to be diplomatic, but let's just say this isn't the car for me.
They're pig ugly, I'm sorry. They are pig ugly.
Was it?
Yay, there she is. Hello. I was going to say. Oh, yeah.
We are Accelerate.
Like, comment, subscribe.
See you in the next one.
That was Cruise Culture 2024. Well, part of it. Now, we are so gutted. Unfortunately, we didn't get around to everywhere that we wanted to because the live interview zone and because of this beautiful British weather that is actually interrupting us now.
I was just going to say, this has been fighting us all day long, but it hasn't dampened the spirits of most of the people around here. I think everyone still had a great day.
Yeah, it has been an amazing day. We've met some great people and we've got some plans for next year. We are so looking forward to next year.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you guys are here, you'll know the show, it always gets bigger and better and it is amazing.
It does, and this weather did help the monster truck.
It was more entertaining to watch, I'm not going to lie.
The guys in Apex, I think they were quite busy.
Yeah, they've definitely rigged it in inside, all the indoor stuff.
Are they still rigged up? Let's go and have a go.
Yeah. But as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.
Boom.
Lots of booms.